I stand fully behind President Netanyahu, Prime Minister Netanyahu. We stand behind the people of Israel unequivocally. And there needs to be a united, strong message from the people of this country that we're going to fully back Israel and that they should use all of the force needed to stop what has happened. The videos and the pictures that I've had sent to me from sources inside of Israel make the stuff that y'all are showing on Fox and that we're seeing broadcast look like child's play. It is an absolute abomination. What we're seeing is savagery. What we're seeing is direct attacks on civilians. Prime Minister Netanyahu is 100% correct to say that he's going to take buildings in Gaza Strip down to rubble where Hamas is using it to hide behind civilians. He's 100% correct. And to be very clear, I'm sick and tired of watching Democrats try to cover up for their complicity. It is this Democrat administration, the Biden administration, my Democratic colleagues in Congress, who are complicit in what has now just occurred in Israel because of their appeasement policies, their head in the sand policies. And they want to hide behind, the $6 billion that is sitting there in Qatar. Don't worry, Mark. Don't worry, Chip. You shouldn't get upset about that because they're not using it. Not a dollar's been spent. Bull. That's going to fund the next attack if it hasn't already funded the current attacks. But here's what really matters. The million barrels of oil going from Iran to China because we lifted the sanctions, because this administration wants to bow down to the altar of the climate cult, and they want us to be beholden to other countries so they can advance their radical agenda. And there's consequences to that. That's the truth.
And you know, Chip Roy, right here, right out of the box, MSNBC, Velshi guests say no one's speaking to Israel's inhumane treatment of Palestinians after the Hamas attack. I don't know, are Israelis doing to Palestinians what's being done to the Israeli Jews right now?
Mark, what I saw in terms of the blatant attack on IDF forces where they killed members of the IDF in their sleeping quarters, pulling Jewish citizens out of their cars, shooting them in their cars, trampling their bodies, dragging their bodies in the streets. What we're seeing is an absolute abhorrent scene. And again, I want to go back to consequences. This administration has chosen policies that have directly led to this. We are seeing policies, whether it's the Iranian oil, whether it's the drones that we know that Iran is providing to Russia, that we're allowing Iran to make tons of money from our most hostile enemies because this administration does nothing about it. We provided direct funding to the Palestinian Authority through the United Nations, through UNRWA. We had direct funding under the auspices of COVID. So don't give me your crap about $6 billion. The $6 billion is a problem, but you have directly funded them and you have directly allowed Iran to profit from our enemies in China and Russia. And this is the consequence. And you don't even answer Netanyahu's phone call when he's first, in office. You won't even stand alongside Israel. You are criticizing Israel and bowing down to the political elements of your own party that want you to bow down to the Palestinian Authority. And the fact is, Israel is our ally, and we need to stand alongside of them firmly. And we need Republicans in Congress to get busy getting our speaker selected. We need to do that when we get back into office in D.C. on Monday. I have personally fought to get us back in on Monday, not Tuesday or Wednesday. We need to be back there. We need to select a speaker. We need to send a united message that we stand alongside Israel, and we need to get busy holding this administration in check and responsible for what they're doing to undermine our national security. And let me just say, our borders are wide open. 1 million gotaways. You just saw what a few dozen or hundreds of Hamas could do coming into Israel, taking these people out of their cars and shooting them, killing them in their sleep. Our borders are wide open.
Yep.
This administration is
You're
endangering us and our allies.